What's going on, everybody? Julian here from JLewisTrading.com. Just doing a quick review on some of the stocks that we were watching today and stocks that actually got traded. Now you can see right through here I'm looking at a 15 and 5 minute chart. I'm actually going to get over to a 5 and 2 minute chart for this review. And what we're going to be looking at is the fact that price action got a little bit volatile through here going into the session, and the bell rang and price action pretty much just sold off. Everything that I was looking at had a very, very early pop. Apple was the trade that got played today, but it collapsed, into the session. Most of everything that we were looking at today did not do well. So we started off with the S&P, ended up not doing too great. PT was a low float that we were watching. There was good news on this. Bell rung. Price action flagged but failed. It couldn't really move. Just trended sideways and more or less consolidated for the day. AMD was our top optionable stock that we were watching, and it was a long call, but it failed. It dipped below key moving averages and really didn't do anything on the day trading charts, although remained long and strong on the daily chart. If we were to look at Apple, this is what I traded. Pardon me. This is what I traded today, and what I was trading was the pre-market high breakout right through here at 291.95. It was just a straight punch through. I got in right through here and I rode this thing up, and I would say probably in this stock for about 2/3 of this spike. And I don't know what prompted this thing just to dump like it did right through here, but I hit my targets on this particular trade. Was an optionable weekly expiration contract that I was trading. I was at the money, and boom, I hit it right when it broke out. I followed all the rules of my trade, and so I got long this thing, but it fell apart. Tesla, also something that we talked about in chat about overextension. And the daily charts, for the most part, are overextended in a lot of the big stocks. Price action is really pulled away from some of the moving averages like the 20 and the 50. And there has to be some sort of a reversion trade. I don't think that today is the catalyst for that reversion trade where price action will come back down to one of its means, whether it's the 20 or the 50. But there was weakness right out of the gate, and Tesla fell apart too. So for the most part, all of the long trades that we were looking at, they didn't work out. Apple did, but it fell apart. Tesla did not work out. I know that Roku was something else that we were looking at, and it started to show weakness on the daily. You can actually see that there's a bit of a reversal program in play right through here. So when this 141 gets taken out, it's no surprise that it was going to dump. And you can see that it just fell right out of bed. And there's also a head and shoulders pattern that is developing right through here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. If you look over here, actually, you could even call this a complex head and shoulder, 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 head, shoulder, maybe developing another shoulder. Can it come all the way down to 126? We'll have to wait and see what happens. Monday, soft Fridays generally transition into soft Mondays, so we'll have to see what happens there. Starbucks, one of our swing trades that we're looking at, by and large with the rest of the market, a little bit weak. It did see a little bit of a move sort of midday into the close, but more or less flat, not doing a lot. CVS was another stock they were looking at, flat on the day. AT&T, again, not doing a lot on the day, just by and large, not a lot going on. Facebook, a squeeze that we were waiting for, couldn't buck 208. So we're just kind of at a standstill. Coca-Cola, though, something that I'm invested in long, did take out a previous structural resistance level of 55.22. And so that was okay, closed above that, and that's kind of the day. So there wasn't a lot of action out there. I'm not terribly surprised. It was a short week this week. It's going to be a short week next week, and we'll sort of buckle up and see what happens Monday. But that's the review, quick one. And if you have any questions, I'm at info@JLewisTrading.com.